Night, when was the last time you heard a Democratic politician propose a solution to a problem, no matter what the problem is, that didn't make the Democratic Party more powerful? Ponder that for a moment. Let's say, for example, that you really believe global warming was an existential threat to humanity and that rising carbon dioxide levels were causing global warming. What would you do to fix it? Well, you might think back to 10th grade biology class. CO2. Don't trees consume huge amounts of CO2 for photosynthesis? Quick Google check. Why, yes, they do. So how about we plant a whole lot more trees all across the country and across the world? That seems like a natural solution with lots of upsides. Trees are beautiful. It might help fight global warming. Oh, but no. There's a problem with that idea. Planting more trees might help solve climate change, but it definitely will not enrich your donors. Trees are cheap. It's hard to make money from trees. And worse than that, trees are impossible to regulate. Once you plant trees, they grow by themselves. They do not need federal help. Trees definitely will not make you more powerful. So instead, here's an idea. Let's invest trillions of dollars of other people's money in batteries and wind farms and electric school buses. That way, Democratic politicians get fingertip control over the entire U.S. economy and all of their friends get rich. Sounds perfect. Let's go with that idea. That's how Democratic politicians think, every one of them. So it probably should not surprise you that Elizabeth Warren has a brand new plan for rising gas prices. And naturally, it goes without saying, that plan would give Elizabeth Warren a lot more control over you and over the United States. Well, hold on a minute, you may be wondering. Why should Elizabeth Warren have control over anything? Elizabeth Warren isn't very bright. She's never created anything. In fact, she's a proven liar. This is a person who exploited the suffering of American Indians to get a job promotion. The Trail of Tears means I need tenure. Okay. So in every possible way, Elizabeth Warren is mediocre. Yet, and here's the catch, she's also a U.S. Senator, and that means she has power. Warren's latest plan to make herself more powerful is called the Price Gouging Prevention Act of 2022. This bill would allow Elizabeth Warren to decide what things cost in the United States. So let's say you're paying $6 a gallon for gas, and you may be. The obvious solution to that, in fact, the only solution to that, is to make more gasoline. Because if there is more of something, it will cost less. That's not just basic economics, though it is. It's also a law of nature. It never changes. But Elizabeth Warren wants the opposite. She does not want more gas. In fact, she's worked hard to prevent the United States from producing more gasoline. And that's the main reason it's so expensive. What Elizabeth Warren wants instead is control over gasoline and over everything else, and this bill will give it to her. See how this works? And this is why the Biden administration has shut down oil and gas leases in the middle of an energy crisis. And not just that, they're crushing refineries. According to one analysis by Hot Air, quote, 7 American refineries, which formerly processed 806,000 barrels of oil per day, have gone offline. Some simply shut down, while others were being converted to biofuels like ethanol to meet the demands of the environmental lobby.